to the flag States of America, and to the republic which stands one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice. Thank you. Great job.
With that, Mr. Davis, can we have the roll call, please?
Mr. Marks?
Here.
Mrs. Singh?
Here.
Mr. Summerall?
Here.
Mr. Fellis?
Here.
Mr. Warple?
Here.
Can we have the motion to adopt an agenda?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
That, Mr. Davis, is there any public comments today?
There is. Before we begin, I'd like to remind the participants of the rules. Each person will have 3 minutes to speak. When the 3 minutes is up, I will let you know, and then we need to end the public commentary at that point. There are 2 people tonight, so the 30-minute rule will not come into effect. I think if there's any other rules that I need to go over at this point, there's not. So with that, I'd like to call the first person up. You can go to the podium over there. It'll be Gretchen Ashton.
Good evening. My name is Gretchen Ashton. I'm a parent of a high school cheerleader and an aide at the middle school, currently in my 7th year. I'm here today to speak on behalf of our girls in the high school cheer program and a quick decision today that affected them and how it has affected them. Excuse me. These girls are amazing. They are a big part of our community who have actually had the longest season of any sport. They love this sport and they pour their hearts, souls, and sweat into it from June through March. If you would indulge me for a quick story, my daughter Abby and her friend Lizzie are juniors. They have been a part of all the youth cheer, tumbling, and dance programs since their freshman year. They both aspire to be elementary school teachers and have had a love of children forever. Many of the youth parents know them from these activities. This past Friday night, halfway through the biggest football game of the season, they were approached by a youth parent and were told, "We're so sorry for everything you've had to go through. We have the board and we're going to get your coach fired. We would like your input and hope you're not Team Karen or Kristen." This was absolutely despicable, inexcusable, and inappropriate. No teen athlete should be approached by an adult in this manner. Over the last 6 months, the girls have had to endure many allegations, rumors, and gossip regarding their program and their coach. From my understanding, most allegations have been proven false, and no athlete should have to endure this. As a parent, I would like to know what went into this decision, who made this decision. No one has spoken to the girls regarding their time on the team or their experiences. No one has spoken to all of the parents to ask their opinion of the program. I understand that everyone has different views and opinions, but it would appear that only one side or one view was considered or heard. With any program, improvements are always possible. When were those involved and affected by this program approached for insight or how to make it better for the girls? Never. Never were the parents asked how to work together to make improvements. This decision has taken away from our girls the sport that they love, and their season is now over. Everything that they were working for ripped away, and some are devastated. Some parents have asked, what about the fall banquet and award dinner that was scheduled for tomorrow? That is now canceled. Will they even be able to attend the big game this Friday or any future championship games that our football team goes moving forward? Their competition season is just kicking up, and now their progress is halted as they cannot practice and they have no plan to resume. Will they be able or ready for any of their upcoming competitions? Will they even be able to travel to compete in Florida this season? Will basketball season even begin? Will they be able to attend or travel to the Indian Hill game in Cleveland in December? And so many more unanswered questions for a season abruptly stopped. One youth parent wrote today, "My girls have been loving both cheer and dance for years. They have made a huge impact on the girls to build community, build friendships, and feel included. Thanks to Kristen and all of the others that have made it happen so far." It just doesn't seem right that closed door conversations and a one-sided agenda,
And that's 3 minutes.
that's fine,
Thank you.
should hold so much power.
Can you send me your questions?
I can send it up to you.
Thank you.
Next up, we have Carmela Knoll.
Hello, my name is Carmela Knoll. I have been in Indian Hills for 3 years. So we basically moved from Pittsburgh in the matter from Pittsburgh to here in 3 months. We were interviewed, relocated, and this is where we ended up. It has been a wonderful experience in this school district. We did not have a dance team. We did not have a cheer team. Everything was just basically led with us, and we have had nothing but positive experiences here. What happened today really was a travesty. We don't know what happened. I think that there has got to be a lot of transparency. We have heard a lot of allegations, like she said, that have absolutely been proven false. It is very vocal parents. Nobody has asked any of us what we thought was going on. We have been part of the cheer team since we got here, starting in 8th grade. My daughter has been on the varsity for 2 years, and then junior varsity in middle school. She has had nothing but positive experiences with Kristen, with Alexandra, with Leah. I'm not really sure what the problems are. Short of criminal activity, I don't understand how somebody can be pushed to leave in the middle like this. There was no consideration at all for these girls, none. Not for the team, not for the school, and not for the spirit of the school. I'm very disappointed in how things were handled. And I think that there should definitely be an inquiry into why it was handled the way it was. She had a very nice letter of farewell, but there was no way she would have left with everything going on at this point in time. It would not have happened. And I think that with everything up in the air, these girls are totally let down. There is nothing that they can do to fix this. There is nothing we as parents can do to fix this. Sure, we can have a award ceremony for them, but they don't even get to finish out what is arguably the most exciting football season your school has ever had. How would you feel if the high school coach left tomorrow and your boys couldn't go to the game on Friday? Would you be happy about that? Would you say, well, I guess so, that's all it is. It is what it is.
Thank you.
That concludes public commentary for the evening.
So with that, Mr.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you. We're going to start off this evening here with our monthly welcome home video. And tonight, of course, we're going to focus on unparalleled athletics at Indian Hill. Could you direct your attention to the screens for a moment?
What it means to be a Brave is you're connected to our community. We have 29 sports that we offer here at Indian Hill. That's as large as anyone that I know.
The coaches here, they're second to none. Their reputation speaks for themselves.
Everyone is really positive and hardworking. I think we're all proud to be Braves.
You make so many relationships for life, honestly, and it's just amazing.
I think the main thing that sets apart being a student athlete at Indian Hill is just what you have access to.
I think about how lucky our student athletes are to have the facilities that we have. They're second to none, whether it's a baseball and softball turf field, 2 turf fields for soccer, football, and field hockey, and lacrosse, and our championship tennis courts, our basketball facilities.
The weightlifting facility is really nice. It's a great place to work out.
We're always getting new stuff, new equipment. It just makes it easy for us to become better.
I ask our coaches to buy into 3 pillars of our program, and that's love our kids, love the school, love the sport. Why the heck are you doing it?
They show their hard work and they really care about what they are doing.
Top down, you've got to be able to trust people and delegate responsibilities. How do you communicate to bring the most out of these student athletes?
Well, the one thing I do is I set the tempo. I think the tempo has to be set by the leader. And then I have a high expectation.
I always say to my players, every single person is important. I use the reference of a puzzle, and you have to have every single puzzle piece to make that picture complete.
We're allowed to mess up.
but it's always about your response to that given event. As long as we respond the right way, we're going to find success.
Make sure the kids you are leading know that you have their best interests in your heart. And when they know that, they'll run through a brick wall for you.
Them knowing that I'm here for them and just kind of being the support system for them. We're here to push them and drive them and challenge them to be better, but it comes from a place of love.
They want honesty, but then they also want to know, I think, just like I did as a player, is that you believe in me. And even on my bad days, you still believe in me and you're not giving up on me.
Being a Brave is special. It's home. We have opportunities unlike most other kids in our area, whether it's athletically or the relationships we built. I just don't know why you'd go anywhere else.
Thank you. This evening, we've got a special presentation and some special guests here from our primary school. And at this time, we're going to ask Mr. Hayden and Ms. Smith to come on up with Aliana Hutchison and Penelope Philp, who are going to help lead us this evening to talk about the power of play.
Hi, my name is Penelope, and I am in Mrs. Litchie's second grade class. We are called the Litchie Leaders. Here are some of my friends in my class. Who are practicing to be fashion designers. Here is the design thinking process. First, you ask a question, then you get an idea and plan, then you create and improve, and then you finally get to launch and get a new idea in your brain.
Hi, I'm Aliana. I'm in Dr. Eubank's first grade class. We are called the Good Doctors. We are working on a project and we are trying to spread bravery in our school. Our driving question is, what does it look like to be a brave leader in our IHPS community? In this project, we interviewed our families to hear their brave stories, made peg dolls to play and write our own brave stories, made a list of ways to become brave leaders, collaborated on posters to share with our school community. Now we are trying to make brave kits that will have stuffies and more brave items to help all the kids at our school be brave leaders. We do PBL to help us learn how to be brave learners. Because of this project, we learned to be brave very quickly.
We learned about dinosaurs in our PBL. We researched about dinosaurs and played with dinosaurs. We planned out to share with other classes. We wrote nonfiction articles to teach other people. We made our own dinosaurs out of model magic. We made a dinosaur habitat in a pizza box. We had Mr. K's class and Mr. Campbell's class come to our dinosaur museum in our classroom. It was to teach them all about dinosaurs. We love being creative. We made our books come alive. We have a magic treehouse in our classroom. We get to act out the books we read using the retelling sidewalk to retell books to our friends. We even did a volcano experiment in our classroom. It was so much fun. We even get creative with our writing. We love to watch Storyline Online, where famous actors read books out loud to kids on a video on the computer. We wrote our own personal narratives. Then we recorded ourselves reading our books just like the famous actors do. We sent the video to the whole school so they could listen to us reading our books. It was so much fun. Everyone keeps telling us how much they liked our books.
These are students pretending to be astronauts collecting moon rocks. This picture shows what it will actually look like. These students are beginning with the end in mind. We have students at the primary with big dreams.
We just want to say thank you. Yes.
Eliana and Penelope, you guys were awesome. Thank you so much for educating us on what you guys are doing in the classroom. It is super, super cool. Thank you.
Great job, Braves.
Thank you for all your bravery. It takes a lot to be able to stand in front of a microphone and to speak so well to a big audience and remember all the work that you've done. And we're very, very proud of the two of you. And so thank you very much. Great job.
That was outstanding. Well done.
For those of us who are paying attention, of course, Mr. Hayden, Ms. Smith, and the faculty who work so hard at the primary school to extend structured play and the power of play beyond just play studio into classrooms. This is something our faculty and our teachers, led by Liz Smallwood, have been working on for years and implementing across the classrooms. And the power of play comes through in their project-based learning units, which we saw some examples of tonight, and such a great job when our students are presenting their own learning. So thank you again, appreciate that. Board members, we have several other celebrations that are going to be in the minutes for the correspondence this evening, and I'm going to move on to the superintendent's report, if that's okay, Mrs. Singh.
Go ahead.
This evening in the superintendent's report, we have several items, an annual memorandum of understanding regarding College Credit Plus with the University of Cincinnati, one of our partners that we've been working with. We have a new sport that we're going to be sanctioning this evening with your approval. We have a number of female wrestlers who have been participating in the district, and our numbers have grown to the point now where we believe we need to sanction girls wrestling as an official sport at Indian Hill. We have an overnight field trip approval. We have another resolution declaring impracticability of transportation, and then we have several personnel items that run through letter E. If the board members don't have any specific questions, I would ask you to entertain 7A through E9A at this time.
I'll make a motion to approve 7A through E9A.
Second?
Mr. Summerall?
Yes.
Mr. Warple?
Yes.
Mr. Marks?
Yes.
Mr. Phillips?
Yes.
Mrs. Singh?
Yes.
Thank you.
Can we move to the treasury report, Mr. Davis?
For this evening, I have a request to approve the minutes of the October 7th, 2025 regular meeting. Approve the financial reports for the month ending October 31st, 2025. We have 3 student activity accounts that need to be established. Approval to pay 3 now and thens. items that were purchased over $3,000 without a purchase order. Item E is a contract for Life Skills South Florida, treatment services agreement for a student. Item F and G are two items that we do annually. The first is the resolution requesting the county auditor to make advance payments of taxes and the authorization to file a modified tax budget for the 26-27 fiscal year. Item H is a new item that is part of our credit card policy that we need to do a report each year on the Capital One rewards that we get. And then I want to approve the redemption of $7,300 worth of points that we're using as a credit on the account. Item I is the change of appropriations. Number one is the item to match the presentation I did for the 5-year forecast of expenditures. Item 2 through 7. Item 2 is an increase of Fund 300. We had the expenditure at the softball field that increased that fund. Items 401 through 590 are state and federal funds that we get additional monies throughout the year. Item J is the acceptance of donations. We have 6 of those this evening. Those are Brooks Sports Cross Country, IH Boosters for pitching machine cameras, IH Boosters for Latin Club transportation, IH Boosters for arts and athletics discretionary purchases, the Foundation for the Entrepreneurship Center, and item 6 is, again, the foundation, the Candy Wineland Memorial Fund. We appreciate those generous donations. Without those support of our community, we wouldn't be able to supplement the programs as we have in the past, and are always appreciative for those donations.
Mr. Davis, I could just interrupt for 1 second.
Yeah.
Again, we did a presentation for those who were here last month where we highlighted the work of our IHPTO, and I would just like to take a moment again to thank our boosters. Our boosters are supporting both athletics and the arts and activities with their fundraising. They've done some amazing things with the events and activities to help our staff grow what they're doing with fundraising, and these investments, again, are proof of a lot of different things that they're having dialogue about. So thank you to all of our booster members.
Does the board have any questions regarding the treasurer's report for this evening?
Can we have the motion to accept treasurer's report?
Make a motion to accept item 8, the treasurer's report, item 8A through J6.
Second?
Mr. Tullis?
Yes.
Mr. Warfel?
Yes.
Mr. Marks?
Yes.
Mr. Summerall?
Yes.
Mrs. Singh?
Yes.
Thank you.
Next up, board members, we have item 9, which is the second reading of our Neola policy updates for the fall of 2025. I've had no changes or questions or modification requests since the last month. We need to move forward on this as an action item unless there are any important questions. These are all language updates from our last update in the summer. And I would ask the board to entertain item 9, A through Z, A through II at this time.
Motion to approve A through II.
Second.
Mr. Warfel?
Aye.
Mr. Summerall?
Yes.
Mr. Marks?
Yes.
Mr. Tullis?
Yes.
Mrs. Singh?
Yes.
Thank you.
That we will move to other businesses by board and administration. Any other businesses?
Yeah, I would like to make a request. We move into executive session. As we all know, a public board of education may hold an executive session only after a majority of the quorum of this board determines by a roll call vote to hold such a session, and only at a regular or special meeting for the sole purpose of the consideration of a statutory list of items. The item tonight is subset G1, to consider one or more as applicable of the items with respect to a public employee, former public employee Kristen Brewer's investigation of charges and complaints made by the public.
Can I have a motion to adopt?
We need a second.
Yeah, I'll second the motion to move into executive session for GI 8.
Mr. Tullis?
Yes.
Mr. Marks?
Yes.
Mr. Summerall?
Yes.
Mr. Warfel?
Yes.
Mrs. Singh?
Yes.
I have the time as 6:55.
Nick, I'd like to invite Mr. Phelps to join us. I don't know if I need to do that on the record or not.
You do. And would you like to invite Mr. Schweikert as well? Under our policy, it's typical procedure that any elected board member may be included within executive session.
And yes to both.
Mrs. Singh, I don't think we anticipate any action by the board after executive session.
At this time, we, board is going to move into an executive session. So and after that, we do not see anything further. So thank you all for coming. You are welcome to stay, but there's nothing, there's no more discussion happening after this. So thank you again for coming. And at this time, the board will move into executive session. Thank you. How are you?
Exclusive coverage on the Indian Hill Television Network has been a copyrighted presentation of the Indian Hill High School Video Department.